From GPT-4 passing the bar exam with a perfect score, to OpenAI's CEO rejecting AI altogether, here's the real reason why ChatGPT-5 isn't coming out anytime soon. ChatGPT-4 has taken the world by storm, and with this new upgrade from the GPT 3.5, it's become a total game changer for AI. OpenAI's brand new model gives the user a human-based performance on both academic and professional levels, and it outshined its predecessor, like passing a bar exam with a perfect score. It's like the future of talking to computers, and it has crazy cool powers that can change how we do stuff with machines. GPT-4 is the boss of all AI chatbots, since it can do some mind-blowing stuff, like writing articles, stories, poetry, and even answering questions with perfection. The writing is so good you can hardly tell it apart from a human. But that's not all, because GPT-4 is also a multitasking champ, where it can translate, summarize, and do all sorts of tasks without needing extra training. But what really makes GPT-4 stand out is that it learns from its mistakes, meaning the more you use it, the smarter it becomes, and it gets to know your needs, delivering top-notch results tailored just for you. It's like having your own personal assistant that keeps getting better and better. How convenient. Understanding human language is a tough nut to crack, but GPT-4 is cracking it wide open by revolutionizing how we talk to computers. Imagine having a chat with your computer like you're talking to a real person. Asking questions, getting answers, sharing ideas, all in plain old human language. Not just that, GPT-4 can be used in so many fields, like education, journalism, entertainment, customer service, research, you name it. It's going to make things easier, faster, and much more fun. Especially since it's been trained on an insane number of parameters, which means it has a big advantage when it comes to handling tons of data and answering all your questions, so it's like a huge data processing monster. GPT-4 is massive and complex, so it can handle crazy amounts of information without breaking a sweat, like having a supercomputer in your pocket. It's an amplifying tool that can handle anything you throw at it and generate mind-blowing text. Plus, GPT-4 has an awesome new feature that GPT-3 didn't have, since it can actually understand visual stuff, like images of graphs or worksheets, meaning that it's not just limited to plain text anymore. It can handle big documents and give instructions that even non-techie folks can understand. How cool is that? OpenAI is rocking the AI world with this breakthrough, with ChatGPT-4 being a powerhouse, since it can process a whopping 25,000 words at once, 8 times more than its older sibling. That's some serious firepower. It can handle big documents like a pro and tackle complex input like a boss, making the possibilities endless. And this isn't only about natural language processing anymore, because GPT-4 is taking things to a whole new level. It's more creative, accurate, and versatile than ever before. OpenAI and Microsoft teamed up to make this happen, and they've achieved major advancements in AI technology. But we can't ignore the ethical concerns it brings. Just like any technology, it has its fair share of challenges, like being biased and working along stereotypes. GPT-4 might generate text that's not fair and promotes harmful biases, like being sexist or racist, and this can hurt people who are affected by those biases. To fix this, we need to develop and train GPT-4 responsibly and ethically, which means using different kinds of data, keeping check, getting feedback, and having humans oversee it. Another challenge is about fake stuff and trickery, since GPT-4 can make things up, or give misleading information that can trick people or influence what they think. It can create fake news or act like someone else, which is really bad for democracy, security, privacy, and trust. To deal with this, researchers have to make sure that the information GPT-4 generates is real and trustworthy, and this can be done through digital signatures, special marks, fact-checking tools, or having people check it. People also worry about GPT-4 becoming so smart that we might rely on it too much and change the way we act and talk. We could even end up relying on it for thinking or creativity instead of using our own brains. And that wouldn't be good, right? There needs to be a balance between human and machine smarts by being clear about what GPT-4 can and can't do, setting limits, thinking for ourselves, and working on our people skills. GPT-4's impact on jobs is a concern too, since it can do tasks that humans do, which might lead to job losses and trouble in society. We need to find a balance between using GPT-4 to be more efficient, while keeping jobs for people. So it's important to train and support workers so they can do creative, critical thinking and empathetic jobs. Plus, help should be given for them to transition to new jobs with things like money help, career advice, and education opportunities. Another thing to worry about is GPT-4 being used for the wrong things, since its abilities can be misused to make fake text, spam, lies, or it can even be used to pretend to be someone else, which can mess up a lot of people's trust and privacy. To prevent this, these researchers need ways to check if the information GPT-4 gives is accurate, and make sure everyone using GPT-4 follows the rules too. But a lot of AI experts aren't convinced that AI won't be somehow misused, or worse, it'll one day destroy humanity. AI's big shots, like OpenAI's boss Sam Altman, joined forces with experts and professors to raise the alarm about the extinction risk from AI. They want policymakers to treat this risk as seriously as pandemics and nuclear war. And they wrote a letter with over 350 signatures, which was published by the Center for AI Safety. The letter includes CEOs from AI companies like DeepMind and Anthropic, as well as executives from Microsoft and Google. Tech giants like Elon Musk had already warned about the risks of AI. And Geoffrey Hinton, the godfather of AI, also joined in, saying that it could be a bigger threat to humanity than climate change. As much as everyone's keen on promising to follow the rules and wanting to see GPT-5, the sad news is that it's not coming anytime soon. OpenAI has been getting a lot of criticism for not being clear about how they make decisions. But Altman doesn't seem bothered by it. In an interview with Human Loop, he talked about the future of OpenAI. And while sharing facts about their product, it showed that they sometimes make big promises that they can't keep. In the interview, Altman talked about the scaling issues OpenAI is dealing with, saying that they have a shortage of GPUs, which is causing delays in their plans. So, things like longer context lengths and fine-tuning for specific datasets will have to wait. It's even affecting the basic functionality of their API, because to get faster and more reliable access to the API, customers have to commit to spending $100,000 on the platform. Altman's still focused on improving GPT-4, saying that it was a big upgrade for OpenAI, and they want to make it even better. They're trying to make GPT-4 cheaper and faster, so that using AI is more affordable for everyone. Plus, they're also working on increasing the context window to 1 million tokens and making other improvements to GPT-4. There's another reason why we won't see GPT-5 anytime soon. Altman mentioned that scaling laws still matter, which means that when GPT-5 comes out, it won't be a huge leap like the previous versions. The models will just get a bit bigger. Not the whole lot bigger. Altman talked about some cool features of GPT-4 like multimodality, where it can generate a whole website from just a sketch, but even ChatGPT Plus users have to wait for that feature because it won't be available until 2024. So until GPT-4 gets multimodality, GPT-5 is still far away. The founder also mentioned that ChatGPT is the last product they'll release, since they want to focus on being a platform company, instead of competing with their customers. They believe that platforms are the future, and theirs will keep getting better, which means that GPT-5 might get delayed even more. Concerned about AI regulation, Altman supports stricter regulations because he thinks AI can be dangerous, and he doesn't want OpenAI to release its models to the public because he's worried about other companies misusing them. With all the problems OpenAI is facing in scaling up, it looks like other projects might have to wait. Even the GPT-4 API hasn't been updated for a while, so GPT-5 is still a distant dream until OpenAI gets things sorted out. So there you have it, from OpenAI's CEO rejecting AI altogether to GPT-4 passing the bar exam with a perfect score. This was the real reason why ChatGPT 5 won't be coming out anytime soon.